Hello and welcome everybody. Hope that you're good, and it is good to be back home in what is a very beautiful green spring vibe here in London. Spring into spring. We're a little bit late behind this event, but let me know in the comments below, since you guys have had a bit more time to play than I have, what are your thoughts on it? This year, Spring into Spring is actually back as an event. Last year they skipped over it. It's a bit different now and it's new, guys, and we're beginning with 3 event 5-kilometer eggs, and actually there are event 5 and 2Ks. We've had some good fortune from them already. Some of you who follow me on social media might have seen already. And there is the brand new Pokemon, Gossifleur. Not our Pokédex, because as you can see here, we actually picked up our Pokédex Gossifleur, the brand new Pokemon, could you bugger off insects, in Krakow Airport, just as we were boarding our flight to come back home yesterday morning. So we have that in the decks, and we have a bunch of other bits and pieces, but we do have to say a smashing thank you very much to Christian, who gifted us the event ticket for this, which gives us the premium time research, and I think a couple of other bonuses as well. Let's cover some of the good bits and pieces we had yesterday. We actually managed to hatch our first egg back in London, picked up at Luton Airport while going through passport control. We hatched the Shiny Mantyke. First egg of the event, I am not joking, which is awesome. The Shiny's been around for donkey's years, but as you can see here, we didn't quite get the sparkles on camera because I was not expecting this, but Pokédex Shiny is my very first ever Shiny Mantyke. That is one of the final Gen 4 Sinnoh Pokemon I needed as a Shiny to get it in the decks, which honestly, I am so pleased we picked it up. So let me know if you've had any luck with these eggs. I mean, Mantyke, it's kind of the first time it's been featured since Sinnoh Tour, really, I think. It's been in the 5-kilometer adventure sync eggs for a little while. We've had some good fortune already for this event. However, we've got another egg going off, for crying out loud. That's a fletchling. The setup of this event is a bit different compared to 2023 and going backwards about 4 years. So many of you may have seen, we've even done 24-hour challenges for an event like this. Spring into Spring usually had costume spring Pokemon. They had the likes of Togepi and Togetic wearing flower crowns, Eevee in either a cherry blossom crown, which was fairly new in 2023, or the flower crown, Pikachu in flower crown, Chansey in flower crown, and a whole bunch of other bits and pieces, which I love a costume Pokemon. Not everybody does. It's entirely fair enough. Each to their own. However, this year it is broken down into about 3 little 2-day mini events with the different spawns. So today we have the final day of Remoraid and Fletchling being spawning everywhere. We also have Lapras as a rare spawn. Then afterwards it changes a bit every sort of 2 days, which I don't necessarily disagree with, but I do think it's a bit of a potentially, I don't know, it keeps a boring event perhaps a little bit more interesting. Not the worst thing in the world, but I prefer the costume shenanigans, shall we say. The Go Pass for April. How have we been doing on this one? Well, we're up rank 69, would you believe it? We've had absolutely nothing from it, unlike Marta, my other half, who got the Shiny Galarian Darumaka from one of the ranks, and I want to give a shout out to Loathe, part of my Patreon squad, who picked up the Shundo Rockruff from the pass, which is insane. And speaking of, here's our Rockruff that is very much not blue. What is on the agenda for today's video? Well, Blacephalon and Stakataka came into the raids yesterday. We obviously did a raid out over in Stratford. Thank you everybody who tuned into that live stream. We will be doing that again, where the shopping centre sits on the Meridian line, so we have 50-50 on the gym split for both Ultra Beasts, which is sick. Haven't picked up those shinies yet, so we're going to chase the Blacephalon a little bit today. That's a 93. It could be worse, could be better. Can I get my other reward? This one, Drudagon, not a shiny. I have a horrible feeling that the Go Pass is not going to give me anything. I want to hatch some eggs. The quests are probably the most interesting thing, because that has the Flower Crown Pikachu and Eevee in them for hatching eggs. Of course, we have to drop the Daily Adventure Incense and everything like that, but we've got collection challenges, the Rainy Days collection challenge. Let's blitz on through these for a hemorrhoid. Anybody who needs that purple fish, I think Vassafal does, so good luck on you. We do have a raid invite, I should probably check that. This is the hatch one, which I strongly disagree with hatching eggs for a collection challenge, honestly. It's a little bit irritating. No, I'm afraid we're not remoting for Blacephalon. All remotes have to go to Stakataka. Do we have anything else to cover? We have a bunch of field research tasks. So from the meetup yesterday, shout out everybody who was actually at the raid hour last night, because good turnout. That's all I'm going to say. I think there was about 4 or 5 different London communities all congregated together, so it looked like a squad of like 100 people plus. These are event quests for an Eevee. Good luck if you need that shiny. I don't think they're going to be massively boosted, unfortunately. This insect is very persistent. Could you bugger off, sir? This one is the Pikachu. So there are still some flower crowns, but they are locked behind hatch egg tasks, which I'm strongly disagreeing with. I'd rather have them in the wild, as I said. Silver Pineapps, let's claim the premium time research in a different setting. So come with me. Hope you like this video. If you do, please hit that subscribe button and join me for more Pokemon Go content, because we do have the Sparring Partners Raid Day on the Sunday. And I will say, I'm not remoting those. I'll be remoting Blacephalon and Stakataka with those 20s. Thank you very much. Before we push on with more of the Spring into Spring event, I did promise this over on the Instagram story, and we actually have a full video that should be going up on Patreon. We went to the Waxwork Museum in Krakow that was featured in the Grand Tour Eurocrash special. And well, enjoy some of the little snippets. The Waxwork Museum that was featured in the episode. We'd just like to thank the people at the museum for allowing us to do some filming. You know, they've got no problem with that. This is the royal family. Oh dear God. Oh yes, it's Sylvester Stallone. Isn't this the one they said would look like Richard Hammond?
There's Arnold Schwarzenegger. What's the Terminator?
The Terminator. This is living up to be more than I thought it would be. We've got Elvis, we've got Mick Jagger, we've got the Beatles. Oh my God. That's not some dude I expected to see here. Oh no. Oh my God. Shout outs to Paul Barside 2, Stakataka invite. After all the raids of Raid Out and all the raids yesterday, no joy on the old Ultra Beast Shiny, so we're still chasing for them. Let me know, have you had any success with either the clown or the pyramid? It is very nice to be home as well, actually. You know, it was great. Milan City Safari and almost straight away into Poland for a week. Hope you enjoyed the content from there. I was hoping to do a little bit more. Would also like to give a shout out and a thanks to the people who joined the Patreon recently. Had 2 or 3 new people. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much for choosing to support the channel. And there is our Stakataka done. So 1882 is what you need to see. We didn't see that. We saw 1857. Blacephalon is 1884. There are only 2 CP between them. Don't have a hundo of either. Would like one. Barside with a final strike there. Seems right. It's not golden, unfortunately, but thank you, dude, for the invite. There's the catch. But let's go through the premium time research. So let's see, Christian, if your ticket can provide anything either sparkly or hundo goodness. Check 2. Is it all just hemorrhoids? I mean, it is stage 1. Oh no, it's all fish. Please give us something better. Come on, it's all fish. No purple ones. Maybe there was a hundo in there. And we do get an incubator, which I think is great. It goes towards eggs. There's the Gossifleur. And that is definitely not a 100%er. Stage 2, I think copy-paste of the first stage. That's fine. A Growlithe, is this going to be Kanto or Hisuian? It's Hisuian. That is a boosted shiny, by the way, because obviously it started its life in eggs. Right, I think we'll get the Go++ on, whack on some Daily Incense and Roar of Time. Got some more 5Ks of goodness hopefully going off. Anything from a hundo to a shiny is A-okay. Couple of Gossifleur, which is nice. And a fish. Fish, dead, and equal dead for a 94 CP. That should be our final berry, and that is page 2 of the premium research TikTok. So I wonder, is it more fish or is it fletchling? It's fletchling. Oh no. People may not have played the com day, or was it 2021, I think, that long ago. For me, 6-hour com day, it feels just like yesterday because of how little I care for this Pokemon. Ducks are fighting in the background there. You know that spring has arrived. Spring has sprung into spring when ducks attack. Or Ducklet, perhaps. Why can we not get Ducklet in the research? I'm literally just gibbering on here. Penultimate check, it's another fletchling, no surprise, no shiny, unfortunately. 2Ks, there's the Mantyke. Okay, the 2Ks are what we want to be picking up for the baby Pokemon. No shinies on that front. And there's another Mantyke. We'll get another incubator, the Super Rarity, a Lucky Egg, and a Gossifleur. Better than the last one. 278 is what? 89%. I forgot to mention it on the weekend, but if you would like to listen to the live recording we did at the Milan City Safari, drop a download to episode 217 of the Incensed podcast, because it released on Sunday. I'm a little bit behind on the old promo. We got a surprise shiny here. This is nothing to do with the event, but it's also a little regional monkey, the Panseer. A red ball on that one as best we can do. Our first shiny of the wild today. It has been featured quite a lot over the years, but outside of the sort of go fests and big events, nearly dead. Fantastic. But right now it's past 11 o'clock, which means all of the Blacephalon are going to hatch. So I think it's time to go and raid some Clown. In fact, there's one right here. Clown defeated, and We won't see the number. Unfortunately, the Go++ has kind of obscured it. A couple of level ups, which is fantastic. We would like to see 1884. That's what we need to see as the 100%er. Yes! Come on, it's shiny. Fantastic. First raid after the radar, the blue clown is ours. Ah, fantastic. Ticks it off the list. 1843 obviously isn't too amazing, but the blue clown is ours. Come on, throw a like down on the video and subscribe, why not? You can get involved with the radar next week if you comment on the video coming up on the weekend on the Sunday. Yes, Dex Blacephalon shiny. Stakataka is a lie, we don't have that one in the Dex, I don't know why it's showing it. 15 attack, really good shiny, actually a really good shiny. And eggs coming up. Come on, more shiny luck. Let me know if you got Blacephalon ticked off or the Stakataka, or either or both or none. Quests completed for Gossifleur. It could be good, I don't know. Now we got 3 5s. There's a Gossifleur, speak of the devil. There is half egg distance, which honestly for an egg kind of focused event is really good. Any of these decent at all? No, and they're fine. Okay, these should be Pikachus or Eevees. We need 402 for the Pikachu or 459 for the Eevee. A smattering of more eggs. 2s and 5s are plenty. Oh my god, a shiny fletchling. From a 5k? That's unexpected. I don't know if there's a shiny boost on eggs for this event. I mean, there must be. We've hatched 3 shinies inside of 2 days. That is unexpected. Please let it be a Shundo. That'd be hysterical. There's a Magby. I had a hatch day, actually, towards the end of last year. Shiny fletchling. Of course it's 2-star. The shiny has to be bad stats, but hey, it's cool. I'm glad I recorded those eggs in a clip. I was just gonna let them swing on by. I thought, you know what? Let's just check the quests for an Eevee, the check for a Pikachu, and this one should be... Oh no. Before we push on, I would of course like to say a massive thanks to every single person who is a part of the wonderful Patreon squad. Without your support, everybody who's on the rolling credits here in the videos, this channel, the content, the live streams, the live events, and everything in between would not be possible without all of your extra support. So true thank you indeed very much for all of your extra help that goes so far into making this channel continue being entertaining, hopefully. It is good to be back. I feel like we need to film these eggs now just every single time, in case something shines from them. 2Ks, that's what we want. The 2Ks have the baby Pokemon in there. The 5Ks are probably less than desirable, unless it's going to be a Hundo Gossifleur. There's a Gossifleur. 5K is another Gossifleur. And that was it. Oh dear, a 10-10-10 Hemorrhoid. Lapras from Daily Incense. I'm sure people will be grinding those for the XL Candy for the Gigantamax. This will be the Pikachu, close to a Hundo, but not quite there. And this is the Pikachu again. We're going to look to finish up today's video with another Blacephalon check. And 1842. Maybe it could be blue. But Daily Incense is finished. We've kind of hit all the quests around here that we can do, and we've kind of ticked off what we needed from these event eggs. Thank you, Daily Incense. So, 86 Pokemon course on Daily Incense, no G-Bird sighting at all today, and it wasn't a shiny Blacephalon. They need to fix that overlay thing. It happens all the time with encounters and friendship and stuff. You've probably experienced it as well. I know it's day 2 of the event. The event runs for a good sort of 4 more days. This event actually is quite solid, to be honest. I don't mind the fact that the spawns are what they are. They're kind of restricted, but then rotating. It's actually better to play than I first thought. The event eggs, if you need any of those shinies, should be a decent chance to go and get those shinies from them. Got 2 more eggs, speaking of them. Ticks off some final quests. There's a Magby. I'm not going to go for shiny bingo on the old egg front, I've got to be honest. Now I've got my Mantyke, which is the only thing I needed. We're going to slow down on these event eggs because next week brings in the Horizons Pokemon crossover event, bringing back Captain Pikachu, bringing Florgato with another hat, so a costume shiny to chase on that one, in the wild, in raids, and I think in field research tasks too. Let's check this one's Gossifleur, and this one is the Pikachu. It's not a Hundo or shiny either. Honestly, first 24 hours of this event have been really good. 3 hatched shinies, the Mantyke we needed, the Budgie and the Fletchling we didn't, 1 random wild shiny, and the Blacephalon. Still going to be pinging invites for that clown, and obviously going to be taking the remotes for Stakataka, so fingers crossed. This was what I was going to say though, is if you've got those shinies, if you're not too much into the egg game, save your incubators, because the Pokemon Horizons crossover event returning brings in Tinkatink into the game. It's going to be in 7km event eggs, much like Charcadet sort of last year, except Charcadet was in all 3 egg tiers. Tinkatink is going to be new to 7km eggs during this event, and afterwards it's going to be 10k exclusive. So new Pokemon, Steel Fairy type from Gen 9, very interesting potentially in the game. There's half egg distance on that one as well, with event bonuses, boosted Team Rocket, and a boosted shiny chance to get Captain Hat Pikachu and Shiny Florgato wearing Linko's pin hat. Honestly, when I saw this event announced, I'm thinking, I think we're going to bring back a 24-hour grind for the first time in 2025, people. Starts on the 16th, ends on the 22nd, so keep your eye on the channel for that one. But of course, we have the Sparring Partners Raid Day coming up this Sunday, where we're going to go in person only and burn the remotes on Stakataka. But I will say, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. Don't miss any future content, because hopefully it's enjoyable and entertaining. And I will say, if you like what you saw, you can click one of these videos here on the screen to continue enjoying the channel's offering. And we do have much more besides live event stuff from Milan, even LA this year, and going further back, we do have the Pokemon Horizons event from last year, and even 24-hour grind. So there's so much for you to check out if you like what you see. But I will say, until the next time, people, do take care.